Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. We need to put blame where the blame belongs. The country needs solutions, not old talk. The country woke up this morning to daily front pages stating the horrendous spike in violent crime, showing we are on track to hit over 600 murders this year. Yet, they all refused or were fearful of stating where the real blame lies that has put us in this situation, and not one comment as to how it can be solved. The National Transformation Alliance operates in a different manner. We intend to find solutions. I speak now as a previous security advisor to a prime minister. The one productive aspect of the media articles today was one newspaper exposing the blatant failure of this present government in providing its citizens with their fundamental right to safety and security by revealing the plans promised by the PNM that has either never been operationalized or, when established, were useless in solving the problem. And this goes straight into the same Prime Minister's comment, well, when he was in opposition, that if you are in government and you cannot solve the problem, then you are the problem and you have failed. It is this Prime Minister who has spent more time trying to target, attack, demonize, and destroy political opponents than trying to serve you, the citizens of this country, inclusive of securing the nation and protect you from criminal elements. So at a time when our country faces its darkest hour, being invaded by criminal elements, and our nation seeing the highest spike in crime, with the highest murder rate upcoming in our nation's history, we are not hearing a word from the leader of the country. He has gone silent. He has gone into hiding because he simply does not know what to do or say. Keith Rowley has failed, and we will not win this war if he remains in this position. The Prime Minister placed his personal vendetta as paramount and more important than the safety and security of this nation. I speak to you now as a previous Minister of National Security. In similar manner to his political leader, Fitzgerald Hines has spent more time trying to destroy and attack political opponents than trying to reduce crime. He does not have the leadership skill, the foresight, or the maturity to not politicize national security, which is why he has spent more time being concerned about law-abiding citizens having legal firearms than criminal elements having illegal firearms. 100% of murders committed by firearms in the last 4 years have been caused by illegal firearms. But Hines has not done one thing to stop the entry of such illegal weapons, as his obsession is on law-abiding citizens having legal firearms. He has literally fallen asleep on the job and brings nothing to the table as it pertains to policy directive to pull us out of this quicksand. In my last year as Security Minister, our nation saw the highest reduction in serious crime in 25 years, as my focus was on pumping productive security policies for the law enforcement agencies to act upon and not politicize national security. Fitzgerald Hines has failed and will not win this war if he remains in this position. And finally, I speak to you as a previous Commissioner of Police. Rowley and Hines should now be aware that one should be careful of what you ask for, as you might get it. These two are fully responsible for imposing McDonald Jacobs on you, the citizens of this country, to lead the police service. His lack of embracing change, his fear of utilizing proper technology, and above all, his pettiness by dismantling and shutting down the 100+ operational policies established in the last 3 years under my watch, and firing all who were instrumental in causing the turnaround of the police service and the reduction in crime, is a catalyst for the situation we presently face. Jacob is now pleading for citizens and the police officers not to lose hope and to keep fighting the good fight. Agreed. But to cause this, it requires leadership and direction from the top. This is what lifts morale and motivation of those under your command, and what causes that belief in the public to support the police. In 2018, public confidence in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service was a mere 14%. In 3 years, we changed it to 55%. Sadly, due to his lack of motivation, proactivity, and returning to old school policing methods, it has probably now gone back to below 14%. And that is no fault of the officers, but due to lack of proper leadership. Additionally, if you wilt under pressure to politicians and use the time and resources to adhere to their baseless needs, which is not to the benefit of the citizens of this country, then it is the citizens that will suffer. At a time when every hand must be on deck to peg back criminal elements who are killing, the police service, based on instructions, has over 70 police officers assigned solely to be witch hunting and to be on fishing expeditions in the hope that they can find anything to arrest any legal firearm dealer or any law-abiding citizen who has a legal firearm. Yet, McDonald Jacob has not assigned one single police officer to be assigned solely to seize illegal firearms from criminal elements, and these weapons and elements are responsible for the majority of violent crime in this country. Trinidad and Tobago, we are a nation under siege. We are at war, and we are losing that war with criminal elements gaining foothold throughout our land. Yet McDonald Jacob can be so clueless to say that the defense force cannot be an influential factor. This is when ego gets the better of common sense. In my last year as police commissioner, it was the highest reduction we had in violent crime in over 15 years. That is from August 2020 to August 2021. There were 342 murders. It was the lowest number of murders in any given year in the last 15 years. The fear of crime went down to number 4 in national concern behind health, education, and the economy. And public confidence in the police was at the highest ever. This massive positive turnaround in crime, as our nation experienced just 1 year ago, was a direct result of the following: leadership. Leadership means not being utilized as any political organization's Gestapo unit. It means having the fortitude to challenge authority when they overstep their legal bounds. Leadership means understanding the oath sworn to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and not the politicians. Accountability, making sure those under your command are accountable for every single thing that they do. Management, implementation of policies that embrace technology, strategic thinking, predictive policing, bold and innovative strategies that cross cultures, lines, and borders. And measurement of performance. If it doesn't work, you fix it. If it cannot work, you replace it. This simple model cannot take place if these 3 individuals remain in their positions and operate in the same manner, as they will continue to fail. So put the blame where it must lie, and let us understand that the best and only way to move forward to get back to what we experienced just a year ago is by having those in authority having the maturity and the proper will to do what must be done to provide you, the citizen, with your fundamental right to safety and security. In each of my roles, I brought the best and brightest together to achieve the desired result. Our focus was the real enemy, not political opponents, not law-abiding citizens. We did it before and we can do it again. Just believe.